Uda. Was goody to the goddess and the god, and was popping to the people. And well, like we always do about this time, let's step into the light and see what's to it. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. You know, we just gonna vibe out for a minute. It's gonna get interesting. The world is getting interesting. The world is getting very freaking interesting. Hold on, though. So, let me plug this up and let's go to work. Let me plug the laptop up and let's go to work. We got work to do. We definitely got work to do. So, I need to plug my phone up too while I'm at it. So, Trump, Elon Musk, fires, riots. So we're gonna pretend we don't know what this is, huh? We're gonna play that game again, huh? We're gonna pretend that we don't know exactly what the fuck this is. So, like, I don't understand how y'all don't understand this shit is fake as hell. Like, y'all be so emotional about politics, it is ridiculous. Like, and even you conscious people, like, I don't want, like, are y'all regression? Now I see conscious people arguing about politics. Like, woo! Let's start with this. The name of this show is Who's Controlling the Controllers? Right? So, I don't even know where to start. How are we not advanced enough to understand that, like, I keep telling y'all watched all through history how they hand over power through families and heirs to the throne and this, that, and the third. And let me get this straight. Because they told y'all, we won't do that no more. Y'all believed it. And so now y'all think every 4 years, y'all votes determine anything. But you think you actually vote these guys in. See, that's where the first problem starts. So nothing I say, Pat, if they get you to fall for that, pretty much everything I say past that point becomes null and void. If you honestly believe that the way a nation is ran is that the people who really have zero power independently, those people vote in someone. So here's what I need somebody, anybody, please explain to me. Name me one president, one ruler who positively changed the nation for the better. Name me one. Present, future. You can only name one. That is not what is happening. Like nobody is voting, and that's the part that pisses me off. Like we cannot prevail if we still consciously in kindergarten. In order for us to evolve in progress, we have to evolve in thought. We can't possibly still think they're voting fucking presidents in. That shit is, oh, that's the part, like that's square one. These are family members. If you don't believe me, just fucking Google it. It's simple, bro. So now, if you can get that far to realize, okay, they lie, with the exception of two. Every United States president we've ever had is a fucking cousin. If we can get past that part, then we can have a real fucking conversation about the rest of the shit going on in the world. But if we can't get past that part, it doesn't matter what's going on in the world because you are lost. So let's get out of kindergarten. Kindergarten in consciousness is still thinking you vote for presidents. If you're still there, leave now, I can't help you. Or if you don't want to leave, listen very carefully. I said this shit at least 200 times, but today will be 200 and something, whatever the fuck. An 11-year-old little white girl, bless her little heart, she was trying to prove to everyone that Obama was actually an American and he deserved to be president. Bless her sweet little heart. So she did a report for her class. And what this sweet little white child found out is Barack Obama, along with every other fucking United States president, with the exception of two, all trace their lineage back to a king in England. They're all blood cousins. Not because I say so, because they featured this precious little white child on the goddamn news. So Google it, YouTube it, have a moment. Do what you need to do. But can we please get out of kindergarten when it comes to consciousness? So now, if Yahoo Uma, peace to the queen, Yahoo Teda, peace to the family. Now, if we can cross that little milestone, now we can cook. Okay, so now, the title of the show is Who's Controlling the Controllers? So, if we can reach the conclusion that every United States presidents we ever had, their relatives, then you have to, the very next thing you have to ask yourself is, when I look at anything involving politics, anything involving policies of the country, I have to think in these lines. So now, the next thing we have to understand is, if that's the case, that automatically, off the rip, out the gate, that means you cannot trust media. You cannot. You know why? Because the media does not operate off of this logic that I just gave you. They treat the president as if he's actually the guy, as if he's not reading off a fucking piece of paper every time he talks to us. or a damn teleprompter. So I'd be more interested in meeting the guy who's writing this shit, but tomato, tomato. What? Okay, so if the president is on the tape and the media is not acting as such and reporting as such, then we have to deduct the media is on the tape. So, what have we accomplished today, boys and girls? We're only 12 minutes in, and already we've covered 2 milestones. You can't trust the president, and you can't trust the media. Okay, moving right along. So now you slide in Elon Antichrist Musk. The only thing worse than the whole thing is that y'all actually fucking believe this shit. Okay, maybe I have an advantage. When I was younger, I had the pleasure or displeasure, whichever it could be, of watching professional wrestling as a young child. So I'm familiar with the antics of professional wrestlers. So when I look at these presidential candidates and presidents and blah, 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 all I see is professional wrestlers. Okay. So now we got to believe the richest guy in the world teams up with the president and they can't get along. And now, how is this guy even in charge of the United States space exploration situation? And he has been fined and sued several times for violations of codes and shit. How you get a job with the and if they tell y'all any fucking thing, here's a guy who is the guy for the United States government space exploration shit. However, periodically from time to time, he doesn't meet FEC standards and shit. What the fuck? How can that's like that's like failing a drug test working for the drug test company. I don't know. It's crazy, bro. How does the guy in charge of space exploration for the United States from time to time not meet code of conduct standards and get sued and shit? He is currently facing several lawsuits and shit. Wait, but Trump didn't notice when he brought him in? So the president brings in Elon Musk, not knowing I'm gonna make him our space guy, but I don't know that he basically never really meets standards and shit. A lot of times he's actually getting sued by a couple people, but bring him on. Bring Elon in. Fuck the lawsuits. Or did it go like this? Hey, Elon, I know you pulled for me on the whole presidential thing, but my hands are tied. Bro, if you overlook the lawsuits, I'll overlook the plane ride. Oh my God. They both reneged on their promise. Vince McMahon's wife is Secretary of Education. You know what? Just throw the whole fucking show out. I quit. Oh God. Oh God. No, stop it. No, stop it. For real. Gun, tell me you just playing. Tell me you were just kidding and shit. Don't tell me. Vince McMahon's wife is who? Secretary of Education. Oh God. Oh, woo! This shit is crazy. So we have it. I don't know. I'm stuck right there. You got me. I don't know what to say right there. But here's where I'm confused at. Okay, so maybe that's it. Maybe it's because Vince McMahon's wife is giving everybody fucked up information now, and people don't know what's going on anymore. Maybe that's what's happening. Because otherwise, I'm kind of confused. So the president brings Elon Musk in. Not obviously he didn't know about all of these lawsuits and shit. So we just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say President Trump was not aware that several people were suing Elon Musk when he brought him in. He just didn't know. He didn't get the briefing yet. They gotta brief him. He didn't. If they don't brief him, then he don't know. So he didn't get the brief yet. So that ain't necessarily his fault. Okay, done with that. So now, but I do have an issue with Elon. Okay, so now Elon, I feel like you kind of sneaky because you knew them people was looking for your ass, and you took the job anyway. You didn't say nothing to the commander in chief. Fine, but you did that only because you knew you had some dirt over him. So you waited till you didn't get your way. Then you hit him with the haymaker. Hey, what's up with that plane ride? So that means the whole time, because according to you, see, I told y'all, you always got to go off what these people tell you. Start there first. Don't believe it, just start there. Y'all need to believe in this shit. No, they're always lying. They never tell the truth. Remember, that's the slogan. However, but you the audio going in and out. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? How it sound, family? Well, if it y'all let me know. So here's my thing. You always start with the bullshit they give you. So let's start there. The bullshit they said is this. They said that Elon Musk, the richest man, he's going in there. He's going to be a part of Trump's campaign. Trump doesn't know about the lawsuits and everybody trying to sue him. He didn't get the briefing yet. That's cool. Okay. So no, Elon go in there, and then everything is cool. He don't get his way. Then he starts snitching, which really means that Elon, the whole time he knew, because according to him, he's the one that got Donald Trump in office. It couldn't happen without him. Didn't he just say that? So, you mean to tell me, Mr. Elon, you knew that the guy that you were about to get in office was on the Epstein flight log and had been out there on the plane, out there to the island. You knew that. However, you decided, you know what? I'm going to overlook that and get him in office anyway. And now you think we're slow enough to be like, well, no, I take that back. You knew we were slow enough to fall for that stupid shit. Because I see people all over the place talking about, yeah, Elon, get it. I knew Trump was on the flight log. Yeah, he was sitting right next to Elon. How the fuck you think he know? Come on, man. Y'all play the craziest games. They probably was on a fucking plane together. There's no, listen. If you're really the richest guy on the planet, you got nothing to lose. You shouldn't have never got behind a guy that, according to you, you knew was on the flight log. Yeah, we knew that. But a lot of people act like they didn't know that. But that's not even the issue. The issue is he been on the motherfucker, and Elon been knew that. So if you been knew that, why say it now when you're upset? Or are we looking at something else? That's the problem. We're looking at something else. You don't get mad at the get mad at the president and be like, that's why I know you like little boys. Like this is crazy, bro. This is and so now moving right along, because that's a crock of shit. And we're gonna get to why it exists in a minute. We just gotta go somewhere else. So now we got this LA and ICE. And the news is reporting this hasn't happened. The National Guard hasn't been deployed since 1992 with the Rodney King incident. Remember a few minutes ago how I was just pointing out how you can't fucking trust the media? That right there in magic is called a sleight of hand. That's like the 3-card Monty. When I switched where the peanut at and your ass picked the wrong card, like, why don't the news report what they should be telling you? This is another racist ass aggressive miscalculation by Los Angeles police and our government. I mean, they could say that. The Rodney King race riots, that was the police beating the shit out of a black man, wasn't it? And now it's the police allegedly trying to put Hispanic people out. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Now all of a sudden you don't like Hispanic people. Like this shit is crazy. Like this is fucking nuts. Like all of a sudden now that's the problem. Now Hispanic migrants and all of this shit. This shit. See, they baited y'all in, and you fell for it. This is why. And I told y'all this shit. This is why they was talking about the Venezuelan cartels. They're taking over everywhere. Now listen. Here's what's funny about this. I've seen you Negroes on the internet repeating this shit, and you don't know one Negro that's into it with not one Venezuelan, but you was repeating like a motherfucker. Like, all of us got gangbanging cousins. None of them are into it with Spanish people, unless they already was. But you let them tell you that some people from Venezuela came into the neighborhoods in Chicago and took over Chicago. Take over Chicago. But somehow the Venezuelan people knew how to do it. Our children will have same problem, if not us soon. No, we're gonna nip this shit in the bud. Here's the thing. Wait, I gotta do this because it's appropriate. Every time y'all make me feel a certain way, this is appropriate. And I'm sorry, but that's just where I'm at in my development. Fuck it, judge me. Oh, you know what? Y'all lucky I don't got it. Oh, you lucky I don't got it. Y'all lucky I don't motherfucking got it. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all a break today. I'm gonna give you a break. Either way it go. Listen. Stop falling for the fucking banana in the tailpipe. Ain't no goddamn Venezuelan games came and took over shit. That shit is staged bullshit. You don't even see no Venezuelan people. You go into the neighborhood, you see the same people that's been there. And I do see that there's an influx of Hispanic migrants and shit like that moving into neighborhoods. And guess what? They speak and get the fuck on away from you. Like, they're not doing shit. But the same shit you do. Pull up, listening to music, looking for women, or partying outside with their family. Same shit. Like y'all fall for the silly shit. And now, watch this. Watch this. Y'all, you so quick to listen instead of think. And you fall for the simplest shit. So, y'all ain't, we've been talking about Poppy and Vato and Mommy. We've been fucking with the Hispanic culture for years. Unless it's on some gang shit, and even sometimes that still go the same way. We've been fucking with the Hispanic culture. Now you let white media tell you you shouldn't. And race-baiting ass Negroes like Tariq Nasheed. And I like Tariq. But he's a fucking race baiter and he's sneaky. And y'all fall for this shit. He got a problem with the Africans. Y'all fall for that shit. Do you take this FBA shit too far? Foundational Black Americans. We are foundational motherfucking earth. Would y'all stop getting tricked? Foundational Black Americans. Where ain't we foundational? You name me a planet, a place on this planet that we wasn't there first. I'm waiting. Nowhere. There's nowhere on this motherfucking planet that was navigated and an African that navigated first. So you are foundational planet Earth. Stop hand picking fucking geographical locations, identifying with them, and then letting them turn you against your people. You're weird. We are foundational fucking planet Earth. Anything with a first in it, it was us first. So stop all of the titles. You want to be an Israelite. You want to be a Native American, foundational Black American. You want to be straight African. You want to be Kemetic. You want to be everything except for 666 bloodline. Carbon 12, the most abundant resource on the planet. You want to be everything but that. Because that's your real nationality if you want to have one. You want to identify with something. Stop listening to the damn church. 6666 is not the devil. As a matter of fact, quite frankly, it's the exact opposite. It's a direct connect. It's God's phone number. You're the only species that got God's phone number in your back pocket. And you want to be some other shit. You want to identify with everything but that. It's bullshit. And so here's what's happening. Now, you keep going on social media and you keep saying, well, they don't rock with us. We ain't rocking with them. And listen, didn't your mama tell you if you don't got nothing nice to say, shut the fuck up? If you feel a certain kind of way, feel that way. But when you go public with it, you're feeding the narrative. And then you're publicly giving them race bait material. Because now they're going to keep showing the confused Negroes that all say, we ain't fucking with them. And they're going to drill that into the Hispanic community. And before you know it, the same Hispanic people that you really don't have a problem with, now all of a sudden you're about to have a problem with. As if you don't got enough problems. You say you ain't fucking with the Africans. The only time you fuck with white folks is because you're scared of them. You don't like your own kind because Obviously, females, you can't trust them, and men gotta have money or some shit. So, and, and you don't, and now you don't like Poppy no more. I mean, goddamn, do you have any allies? This is a war. Do you have any allies in this war? And I know you're counting on a handful of white folks that like you, but you're gonna have to up your numbers a little bit. Do you have any allies? Do you have anybody that you don't have a problem with? Okay, so we got to go back to the beginning of this. The government is lying, and so is the media. Repeat after me. Because as soon as we get that understood, then we can start formulating our own fucking thought process. ICE is a crock of shit in the first place. You have loved for Hispanic people to come into this nation because they work their ass off and stay the fuck away from everybody. When was the last time you saw Spanish people anywhere other than around Spanish people? They don't be nowhere near you. And that doesn't mean they're all good, because it's bad in everybody. But what I'm saying is, they ain't no worse than the rest of Americans. So this is a dumbass game, and you're falling for it. Sometimes you got to learn to shut the fuck up with your opinion, or get out there and do something. But sitting on social media talking about, man, we ain't doing it. You wasn't going to do shit? No way. You glad you got a justification to continue to sit on your couch and not do shit because you wasn't going to do shit in the first place. So just be honest and say, I wasn't going to do shit no way. And just leave it at that. Because this is a fucking psyop, as usual. Anybody want to take a guess how long it's been since this has happened? 33 years. Ain't what a coinky dink. Just so happens that this is the 33-year anniversary, damn near, of the Rodney King shit. It's been 33 years. Coinky dink. Probably. Just another one of those coincidences, huh? Until, what's his name? I mean, I could show y'all this. I guess I could put it up on the screen. But, I mean, before I put it up on the screen, I'm going to read it, and y'all know I ain't lying, because y'all see me do this all the time. But, let me get this dude's name again. Let me get this dude's name. His name is Rob Bonta, the Attorney General that's pissed off and said that him and Gavin Newsom in the state of California is suing President Trump because he violated this, and that. Now, it's been 33 years since the Rodney King incident. Rob Bonta, when you put it in the gematria chart, want to take a guess what his name equal? Not 33. What else we got? We got police equals 33. Mexico equals 33. Race war equals 33. Masonry equals 33. Federal equals 33. Let me guess. Some more fucking coincidences, huh? Like, and that's even worse. The Venezuelans voted him in higher than any Hispanic group. And now they're here taking over. Wow. Isn't that something? Isn't that a stab in the back? Man, listen. This is like I said. At some point, we gotta fucking wake up. So let's deal with the Rodney King guy. You know what? I'm being lazy. Here. Let me put this stuff up here for y'all to see. I admit it, I'm being lazy. Hold on. Boom. Boom. And where was the other one? I had one more and boom. Let's throw these up here real quick for y'all to check out. I want y'all to see something real quick. So hold on. So just give me 30 seconds, y'all. Charts. Okay. So I'm just gonna show y'all this stuff on the chart, and I'm also going to show y'all this article. This is the guy who where's my water at? Let me get my water real quick. This is the guy who got the Rodney King footage. Now, I'm gonna show y'all. This is in magic. This is what they call the sleight of hand. Now, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. So this guy, let me get my where's my okay, the mail just came through. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me get this out the mail. Okay, boom. Boom. Here I come. I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay, here we come. Here I come right now, y'all. Back here. Now, I'm about to put these up for y'all real quick. Where is it? Is this video clip? No, this is background. No, I want the overlay. Where's the overlay? Where's the overlay so I can put it right on top of mine? Here you go. Okay. I got it right here. So now, y'all see right there, like I said, it's been 33 years since the Rodney King incident. Federal is 33, police is 33, Mexico is 33, race war is 33, Masonry is 33. This is how they play. Now, I told y'all, dude right here, Rob Banter, Attorney General Rob Banter, 33. This is the guy who gave the speech that they suing Donald Trump, another 33. That's how this shit works. Now, watch this though. Now, this is the guy, George Holiday, the Los Angeles plumber who shot grainy video of 4 white police officers beating black motorist Rodney King in 1990. It was 1992. They put 91 because look, up here it says King beaten in April 1992 during a news conference in Los Angeles. But they put 91 down here because they don't want people to make the connection. So it's 33 years since it happened. But now, here's another slick move. Now, it says Los Angeles plumber who shot grainy video. Now, I have been for years telling y'all, what's the odds of somebody in 92 just coincidentally being on location with a camcorder to videotape the most heinous police beating in history. What's the odds of that at a time where one in every probably 8 to 10 Americans had a camcorder? It was very expensive and not very many people had it. He just happened to have one and catch that on tape. I always told y'all, impossible. Didn't happen now. Now they're telling you he was a plumber. Why is a plumber walking around with a camcorder? Or is he an ex-Marine? Is he an ex-Marine? Why did they put plumber and not let you know that Holiday, Mr. Holiday is ex-Marine? Now does it make more sense that he was just happened to be on site with a camcorder? That's how this thing works. So now, also, I told y'all before, Rodney King had just been sentenced to 8 years for a crime. No one knows why he was not incarcerated. He had just got sentenced. When he I told y'all when he goes to buy his jewelry after the incident, the lady, his jeweler at the jewelry store, becomes his wife. He marries her. Coincidentally, that's who found him dead. Drowned in his own swimming pool at home. Somehow he drowned. And somehow she was the only one to find him there. What they don't tell you is Rodney King was a surfer. This dude's a champion fucking swimmer. How do you drown in the swimming pool and you surf? They never tell the truth. So everything you're looking at, and y'all say, what about look at the prototype? Doesn't this look familiar? Antagonistic police, etchy citizens fighting back with Brits. Wait, didn't this just happen a few years ago? COVID, George Floyd. You got to start doing what you're looking at. And they got so little respect for your intelligence. They do shit like make Vince McMahon white. I'll never let him that go. Just so we're clear. Listen. Just let me be clear. There will never be a point in my life where I will sit back and not remind y'all that you didn't give a fuck that they let Vince McMahon's wife be in charge of education. And nobody said nothing. Nothing. Just no. That's when the fuck you should have. That should have been the insurrection. Y'all get mad over silly shit. You letting the wrong shit bother you. The day they told you Vince McMahon wife is in charge of education, y'all should have told this bitch up. Now that is a riot I would have got behind. I don't believe in rioting. I believe in bang bang, get it on or we don't. Now I ain't saying rioting is right or wrong. I'm just saying like I don't waste the energy. If we gonna get it in, let's get it in. Ain't no stop. Yeah. Until they tap out or we tap out. That's the real shit. Y'all gonna tell some shit, be mad for 2 weeks, and then go back to work. Fuck out of here. The fuck, I'm not gonna do all of this shit. Then when y'all decide y'all not mad no more, I gotta go try to get my job back. No. We're not playing that game. We're not playing that game. Let me know when it's the shakedown. The real deal and shit. We can flip this bitch. I don't give a fuck. Y'all worry about what's gonna happen to I don't give a fuck. I don't care. We can listen, bro. I like the way the Cowboys used to do it. Both of y'all get a pistol and just shoot it out to somebody fall out. I don't call off. I don't squat shit. I don't call it off and I don't stop. So I'm not gonna get started. Once y'all say it's lit, let's go. Y'all playing games. All of this bullshit, ice and all of it. You let these people turn you up and turn and get you geeked up for nothing every fucking time. This is now the people are really experiencing something, but it's being perpetuated by law enforcement. This is what they want, and y'all falling for it. If you're not gonna be out there helping the Spanish community, then shut the fuck up about it. If you are gonna, then don't let nobody make you feel guilty for it. But what you shouldn't be doing is sitting at home with a dumbass fucking opinion, knowing that no matter how you slice the pie, you still ain't gonna get your ass up off your couch. Anyway, so shut up. It's just like the LA fires, just like the Watts riots, just like the George Floyd. It's when are y'all gonna see? It's fucking them. You spend so much time angry at each other. It's fucking them. What have I been telling y'all? I literally was just up here and I just broke down to y'all how the Vatican, that's the head, that's the leading religious place on the planet. The CIA and the American mafia went into business to sell heroin and cocaine to the American people. This is not my opinion. This is not a conspiracy. It's documented fact. It's a fucking fact that they admit to. They never apologized for it. That is crimes against humanity. The government has admitted that one of their most beloved former presidents went in cahoots with the Secretary of Defense and the CIA to purchase and distribute arms and crack cocaine to American drug lords. They admit to getting tons of cocaine and flying it into the country, turning it into crack, and distributing it to the American people, predominantly Black American people. No one has apologized, and to this day, there's actually a fucking discussion on whether or not you should get reparations. And there's actually Negroes who open their motherfucking mouth and say you don't deserve it, and you support them. So, like, That's why I have such a small channel, because I actually say what's happening. Y'all like to go to the fancy people who lie all the time. There's no fucking way every black city in America, every predominantly black city and neighborhood in America is drug and crime infested. You know for a fact they did it. And the only thing you figured out is to embrace it and turn it into a fucking sport, which then completely washes their hands from any guilt. Every aspect of your existence has been made toxic. And instead of reaching a point where you say, fuck it, and you just continually assimilate into the thing and try to find a way to make it your thing. It is a declaration. Let me explain something to you. If someone came into your home and poisoned your family, and you was able to get away, and you knew exactly who did it, you would consider that a declaration of war, and you would want revenge. And my guess is the average person would tell you they will stop at nothing to try to get even. Okay, I can respect that. Well, they have repeatedly come into every home, neighborhood, and community that you ever had and heavily poisoned it. And the only thing you do is accept the poison and sell it to each other. And now, I'm not saying this from a hypocritical standpoint, because I'm guilty as fuck of doing the exact same bullshit. However, we're not going to pretend it ain't bullshit. They are declaring war on you, on me, on us. So the only reason why you don't have a problem with what they're doing to the Hispanic community, fucker, because it ain't your turn. You're so scared anytime he's on anybody's ass other than yours, you okay with that. You support it and cheer it on. As long as it ain't me, master. But the only problem with that is, when it is you, you don't do shit about that either. So stop saying the reason why you're not doing anything now is because of whatever stupid ass reason you keep giving. The reason why you're not doing anything now, because your scary ass don't never do anything. You don't do anything when it's you. You don't do anything when it's them. You don't do anything when it's your women. You don't do anything when it's your children. Who's controlling the controller? Somebody wants Black people and Hispanic people not to like each other. And why is that, genius? Malcolm X once told Bumpy Johnson, once the gangster becomes politically conscious, the world is in trouble. Duh. How long have Hispanic people and black people been working together in the underworld, making billions, millions, and billions of dollars? You don't think there's organization in there anywhere? You don't think there's bonds and unity that's been formed in there anywhere? Not to mention, both of these are the most street savvy and most tactical beings on the planet Earth when it comes to war. Look into the history. Look into the history of the Spanish culture, the Hispanic culture. The first thing you're going to find is us. Duh. The second thing you're going to find is no two races on this planet are more willing to fight your ass to the death than the Hispanic and the African, Black American. I think I say all black people is African. I don't make them dumbass distinctions. And when I say African, I don't say that just because I'm trying to identify with the landmass. I say that because that is the beginning of existence on this planet, not no fucking America. But that doesn't even matter. It's about geography. You're trying to diminish something that you need. You need a direct connection to the sun. You don't get that anywhere else other than Africa. Why would you want to be from anywhere else? Because you know no better. The land is irrelevant. It's the fucking planet that matters. But now, you got to keep the play. It took 100 years. Exactly 100 years. Exactly. Because in the 20s is when they destroyed Black Wall Street. So it took 100 years for them to get up to the point where the black man and the black woman don't really like each other and aren't even interested in procreating anymore. The only children we have are accidental, which from an energetic standpoint explains the behavior of these generations. Because children are no longer being consumed in love, only lust. So that goes into the energy stream, and they don't come through here with love. Why you think they're so erratic and so careless and so heartless? Because they were not consumed through unions of love, just lust. And so now, y'all upset about how they behave. You created them, now you deal with them. However, this was a plan to break up the family structure because they learned during slavery. Together, we are so fucking powerful. So they continue to destroy and pull apart the family structure until you programs yourself to think for self. And so now, 100 years later, black men and black women don't really like each other, have no desire to become married and raise families. Send kids to school, and if they are a family, they just want to see the kids play sports. They don't care about the science fair. They're not trying to raise engineers and scientists and pilots and no shit like that. So this is a design. And it's working perfectly. And so now, as you can see, This is intentionally being done to get us all to look at each other a certain kind of way. And there lies the problem. So now, in 100 years, you no longer fuck with each other. Now, they're going to separate the races. Last week, it was black fatigue. And they tricked you into thinking that black fatigue meant white people was tired of your shit. So you lost white people. You don't like each other. And now they're teaching you, hey, you're not supposed to like Hispanic people either. Because the Venezuela gangs are coming to the hood and taking over black people. Even though you don't know any Venezuelan people in no hood taking over nobody. Can't you see it's a freaking game? You're like a fucking yo-yo. They unwind you and wind you back up. Unwind you and wind you back up. They are slowly taking all the different races and one by one giving you a reason to not like each other. And so then who the fuck do you identify with in the moment where the government is fucking us all equally? But you can't focus on them because you're too busy worried about each other. Imagine the world is in shambles and all the powerless people are upset at the powerless people. Isn't that convenient? I'll say it again. The world is in shambles and all the powerless people are upset at powerless people. Wonder how that's going to work out. Yeah, we're gonna deal with that in Clubhouse, Mr. Wilson. That's where we're headed now. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Conscious Conspiracy Cave. That's where we're headed, so we can really dig into this and finish the conversation. Knowledge is the only real power. Information is the only real currency. But the application of both is the route to divinity. I love y'all. I'm gone.